welcome to the show. My first guest is Ray. Ray, how you doing?
Great, man.
And why are you here today?
I'm here because my stepdaughter, Kirja, made a sex allegation against me 5 years ago.
Your stepdaughter claimed you sexually abused her 5 years ago?
Yes, or molested her, whatever. It's changed quite a bit over the years.
What has changed?
It's changed quite a bit over the years. First was fondling, then it was rape, then it was
you're saying her story has changed?
Yes, it has.
Now, how old was she when she first made these allegations?
Around 9, and she's 13 now.
So what's happening now? Why are you here?
She can't see her. My wife, Kisha, can't see her kids. She hasn't seen them in 2 years. He keeps rehashing that this has happened, even though one had supposedly happened. Child searchers got involved. They found nothing. The cops got involved. They found nothing.
So you're saying that you never touched her?
Absolutely not.
Why would she lie? Why would this young girl make these accusations?
I think it's because her dad coached her into doing it. He never liked me.
So you think that the reason why your stepdaughter made these accusations is because her real father doesn't like you and he got her to say these things?
Yeah, she told me so soon afterwards.
Now, the court found enough evidence to take the kids away, though.
They didn't find any evidence. He would go into court and
They did take the kids away, though?
Yes.
What sexual abuse did she claim that you did to her?
At the time, she said that I showed my penis to her.
Did you show it?
Absolutely not.
At no time you were ever abusing this girl. Is that what you're saying?
No time at all.
All right, well, we're going to meet her father right now. Let's bring him up.
That's fine.
What's your name?
David.
What do you have to say to him?
My daughter has been going through depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. She's been crying, running away, and leaving the streets because of what you did to her.
Listen, man, you know, you have your kids coming home back to our house all the time, lying about everything that goes on.
Like what?
And you know it.
Like what? What are the kids coming back lying about?
Well, they come back to his house saying, you know, that I tell them to hate their dad, that I tell them their dad's no good. No, I remember telling your kids when they started calling me dad because you weren't around. I started telling them, no, call me Papa, because you don't take care of your kids. You never have to take care of your kids when they're staying in a bus. Yeah, really.
And that's why they're with me safe.
Safe?
Secure.
Safe and secure on the internet where Kirja's going around meeting 30-year-old men. She's safe.
You want to know why?
Hold on a second. Kirja's going around meeting 30-year-old men?
Yes. Yes.
How did that happen?
That happened because of the post-traumatic stress disorder she suffered.
Okay. Whoa.
Don't forget the part where she ran away for a week.
Hold on a second.
She's had flashbacks and depression, and she was looking for an outreach. And yes, she is under strict counseling.
So what I'm saying is, she met this 30-year-old man on the internet?
Yes.
And what happened?
She ran away. I don't know if it was the 30-year-old man that she met on the internet, but she did run away on a number of occasions.
So she went and met some 30-year-old men?
Yes, she did. Anyone who's woken up to their daughter missing.
Oh, it's got to be a horrible feeling.
And found her with a man. It's hard. So, of course, I had the questions, you know, what is going on?
I never abused Kirja. I took care of her. I made sure she was safe. She was warm. Every time we went place together, guys would hit on her, and I'd stop those guys going, look, she's 11, she's 10, dude. You never try to talk to me. I tried to tell you for 7 years. You know that.
Bull, you call me a...
Yeah, I did.
You tell my kids I'm gay?
No, your kids told me you were gay.
Oh, okay.
They found your sex toys, and they're playing with them, and you beat their butt for it.
Are you serious?
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes. Enough of this
I've been evicted 3 years because I was getting money to fight him.
That 13-year-old girl shows a lot more maturity than either one of you have been showing up here. So I want both of you to leave the stage, and I want to talk to Kirja.
Thank you.
Now you're 13 years old, so this is probably going to be a difficult thing to talk about. What happened between you and Ray?
I was playing Warcraft 3 on his computer in his room. And then he started rubbing on my back, just like slowly rubbing on it. And then he like quietly tried to lay me down in the bed, and then I pushed him off, and then he tried struggling. Well, I was trying to struggle, and he was like forcing me onto the bed, and I struggled, and he tried kissing me, and he did kiss me, and then I was like struggling to get free, and then I eventually did, and I started running downstairs.
You didn't tell your mom about this?
I did, yes.
Oh, you did tell your mom about this. Now, Ray is saying that your father told you to say this story because your father doesn't like Ray.
He brought it out of me.
Your dad brought it out of you.
Yeah, I was...
So that story, you're saying that your dad never told you, you never made up this story,
right.
that this story is the absolute truth.
Right.
Now, were you prostituting?
You wrong. What you did to our daughter, letting her be a freaking prostitute out on the street.
I did not let her. What were you doing?
Trying to get in touch with my kids.
The most important...
07. Your father tells us a story how you met a 30-year-old man on the internet and you ran away. Tell me about that story.
I met him on MySpace when I was acting like a 16-year-old because I wanted to find love.
So you were posing as a few years older woman. It's okay. I mean, it's okay.
I didn't know if my dad loved me or mom loved me. Everyone was telling me they didn't love me.
Well, I think your dad does love you.
I know now.
He's got his issues, but...
It's because I'm doing better. I'm getting help and everything. That's why I know he loves me now.
Now, were you prostituting? You're 13 now. How did you start prostituting?
It was before my birthday.
Which
And
birthday?
My 13th.
13.
And I ran away because I wanted a distraction from the flashbacks.
So, where did you go as a prostitute?
The man, he threatened me that he would hurt somebody I loved if I didn't do it. He said he would come for revenge if I didn't do it.
You would do what?
Come for revenge.
Against you? So he forced you to have sex with him?
Him and other people.
Other people? And how long did this go on for?
3 days.
3 days? You were basically forced to be a prostitute at the age of 13. So what's your mom's name?
Keisha.
Keisha? Let's bring her out. You can understand the crowd's reaction of hearing the story.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What you heard the story?
I did.
What do you have to say about this?
I can't even believe, first of all, you never, ever came to me about any sex abuse, except to say, Kirja, don't start with me. The only thing you came to me and said was, Dad told me to say it. And you had a bruise on your side, and I took you to the police.
From you guys.
Kirja, I took you to the police. The police took you in the back.
They strangled me.
Kirja, the police took you in the back. I was not with you. You told the police officer yourself that your dad hit you because you refused to lie about Ray anymore. So don't sit here and look at me crazy. That's the same.
I can look at you crazy all
Kirja,
month,
that's
'cause
the
I know that's
same
not
look
true.
that you give me whenever you're lying. That look, I know that look. I raised you. I homeschooled you. You're my daughter. So don't sit here and give me all of this stuff about, oh, Ray did this, Ray did that. You never came to me about it.
You sure?
I would take a lie detector test in a heartbeat.
Let me ask. Can I?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to ask her to leave again too, because there's some adult things that you've already been exposed to, and we don't expose you anymore. Now, what's your ex-husband's name again?
David.
David. Okay.
Yes.
You were married to David.
I was married to David for 9 years.
Okay.
Okay?
Your daughter comes to you and says, Ray tried to...
Never happened.
She never said this
Never
to you.
came to me. We had such a good relationship. My daughter was in ballet classes, in
So
choir
you're saying
classes.
you don't believe that Ray ever did this to your daughter?
The only thing I've heard from Kirja about any sexual abuse is that her dad coached her to say it. That is it. She never
Who
came
told
to
you
me.
that?
She did herself.
She told you that her dad told you to say
Absolutely
that?
came to me. When she left my house, Steve, she went to school. I never saw her again. Her dad has been thwarting any contact with me at all, okay, through the courts. I've been doing as much legal stuff as possible to get them back. And I even obtained...
You want your children back?
I want them, they need to be home. She needs to be back in an environment where she can go to school, not have to worry about what... He's had them in 3 different schools in 1 year.
You came out here and you seem like you really believe it and you mean it.
Yes.
And you said you were willing to take a lie detector test.
Absolutely.
All right, let's bring your husband Ray back out.
Okay.
So Kirja, she seems very passionate and she's very scared of you. But I'll tell you, you came out and you're speaking with conviction.
Yes.
And your husband and your daughter both
Yes.
speaking with emotion
Absolutely.
and conviction. And you said you'd be willing to take a lie detector test.
In a heartbeat.
But here's the question. Will you be willing to take a lie detector test?
Oh, yes.
All right, well then tomorrow you'll be back here and we're going to give you a lie detector test.
Steve, I would love to do that.
Okay, one of the questions to you was, besides hugging, did you ever engage in any sexual activity with Kirja? And your response was no.
No.
The answer was... All right, welcome back. Like I promised you, this is the next day. David and Ray both agreed to take lie detector tests to find out who is actually telling the truth. Let's bring out David. All right, David. Yesterday, you came on the show and you accused Ray of sexually abusing your daughter.
Yes, sir.
Now, before I open this up and we see the results, is there anything that you want to say now?
Not to change any of my story.
You don't want to change any of your story before I open this?
No.
Okay. These are the results. We had an examiner administer a lie detector test to David. The question, and this was the big article of contention between the two of you yesterday, which Ray says that you instructed her to make up that story of sexual abuse.
Right.
He asked you, the examiner, did you instruct your daughter, Kirja, to fabricate facts regarding sexual acts by Ray? Okay? And then it came back that it's inconclusive.
Sure.
But it says that you told the examiner that after hearing 6 different versions of the story, that your daughter, regarding the sexual acts issue with Ray, and that due to her inconsistencies, that you don't feel that he had sex with her. You told that to the examiner.
Yes, I did.
So you tell the examiner you don't believe that your daughter was abused by Ray.
I believe that she was physically abused, and I do
You
believe
just
there was
said
some...
to him that you didn't feel that she was abused by him.
I feel there is a question of sexual abuse based upon the inconsistent stories by Kirja. I do have that belief.
You took the test.
Yes.
You didn't pass it, and then you said you don't feel, because she changed her stories so many times, that you don't feel like it happened. You let this man live under this cloud of suspicion for 7 years, David.
Yes.
You are wrong on this matter.
I stand up for my daughter 100%.
Of course you stand up for your
Yes, I
daughter,
do.
but you lied.
No, I did not lie. It was there was some question asked to my emotions to that
You
question.
let a man live under the cloud of suspicion that he sexually abused your daughter for 7 years, and you admitted today that you don't believe it.
I admit it.
Can you imagine what he's had to live through?
Oh, yeah.
For 7 years, he came out here, you said you sexually abused my daughter. He didn't do it. You told the examiner, you don't believe he did it. How could you come out on this stage and be that passionate saying that he sexually abused her, and then today you know that you weren't telling the truth, and then you admitted that you don't feel like it happened?
I said that I felt uncomfortable with her inconsistent stories, that there may be a doubt. And I did tell the examiner that I felt bad, even as much as I hate this man.
How come you couldn't pass the test saying that if you didn't tell her to fabricate this story?
I did not tell her to fabricate the story.
Well,
I did not in no way, shape, or form.
It didn't prove that you did?
No, I did not.
It didn't prove.
No, I'm not. I did not tell her.
If you really believed it and you thought it was the truth, you would have passed this lie detector test.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, now we're going to bring out Ray, and we're going to see if Ray's lying. Let's bring out Ray. This guy put you under a cloud of suspicion for 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't pass his lie detector test.
Not
okay?
surprising.
It's not. You were pretty passionate.
Yes.
And even then, afterwards, I don't know if you were listening backstage, he told the examiner himself that he does not believe that you sexually ever abused his daughter.
I
He
heard
told
it.
that to the examiner.
I'm not surprised.
Now, before I open these results of your lie detector test, is there anything that you want to say or you'd like to change?
Nothing to change at all. 7 years. 7 years I've been saying it never happened. Ever.
Okay, one of the questions to you was, besides hugging, did you ever engage in any sexual activity with Kurja? And your response was no.
No.
The answer was, you were telling the truth.
That's right! Tell the truth! My life for years because of it! Police at my door, child source at my door, and what happens? Nothing!
All right, now the next...
Nothing!
Hold on.
You told the truth. We took her to the police, and she told the cops that you were threatening her if you didn't say it.
Let's
Check the police report, bud. Yeah, it's there waiting for you.
Hold on. We got one more question, Ray. The other question and the other accusation that was made, and you were asked, did you ever physically rub Kurja's area for sexual pleasure? And your response was no, that you did not. And the test examiner says that you were telling the truth.
That's
So you
right.
never
I never touched that girl. I love her. I took care of her when you didn't. You left her for months. Yeah, you sit there with that smile on your face. He's been doing this for 7 years. He never took care of his kids until I started to. He'd take them away.
did. You know what I think? I think you owe this man an apology. David, I think you get out of that chair and you stand up and you shake his hand and you tell him that you're sorry that you made him live under that cloud of suspicion for 7 years. You owe it to that man.
Ray,
Yes, Dave.
I am sorry for the sexual allegations, but I am not backing down on what my kids tell me that you did physically harm them.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you know what?
You know,
There
no,
might be
I
other
detector
things.
test?
You don't like this guy. He's with your ex-wife. I can understand that. Now, the part that I didn't read, when you took the lie detector test, it came out that you hit your own daughter, that you whacked her.
Yeah, I did.
And I abused them?
So you're hitting your daughter, you're physically abusing her, and then you accuse him of doing it?
This is nothing new.
No.
He does all kinds of crap to his kids and accuses me.
You cannot do this to me.
That's all he does.
Once.
No. Yeah. I'll tell you.
And it was just on her arm.
And you know what? To save your ass, I wasn't going to bring it up. You wanted to make accusations against him, and it came out that, listen, that you lied. You yourself physically abused your kids, and that's what came on this report.
I hit my daughter on the arm with a backhand.
How can you believe anything that you say anymore? How can I believe? You failed the test. He took it, he passed it, you failed. Hey, stop right there. Stop right there, David. You were up here, and you're making all kind of accusations, and you failed the test. So don't start slinging mud at them again, because they passed. We're going to bring your wife out, your ex-wife, and we're going to hear what she has to say. Let's bring your wife out.
You know you a liar. You've been a liar. You was going to jail, leaving us at home with no food while we trying to bail your ass out of jail, David. You've been a liar since the day I married your ass. Terrible that you did this to us. We're not together anymore. It doesn't matter. It's about the kids. You know the crap that you dragged them through for 7 years, dragging us to court, making us fees for your stupid crap. Stop it. Stop it. You brought me here, David. You didn't want to hear what I had to say all this time, and now I'm here to tell you, you wrong. What you did to our daughter, letting her be a freaking prostitute out on the street.
I did not let her. What were you doing? What were you doing?
Trying to get in touch with my kids.
What were you doing with the baby in the jar?
Hey, stop right there. Stop right there, David. You were up here, and you're making all kind of accusations, and you failed the test. So don't start slinging mud at them again, because they passed.
You know, Steve,
the only person, hold on a second, the only person that needs to get their story straight is you, not them.
I back my kids up 100%.
We're not talking about that. You made lies against these people.
No, I did not.
You put them through hell for 7 years. 7 years of hell.
I did not. My kids spoke the stories, not me.
You came on this stage, and you're on tape, and you said you know that he sexually abused your daughter, and when it came out, you proved that you didn't tell the truth, and this guy, you told the examiner that you didn't even believe it happened. You didn't believe it happened, and you let that poor man go under that for so long, being accused of sexually abusing a child.
The damage is done.
After what he did to my kids, he's not a poor man.
What I did.
Bring my kids out here. Let them talk. Let them talk.
You know what?
Yeah,
your daughter's been through enough, and that's why I'm not going to subject her to any more.
I take her to counseling twice a week.
Yeah, that's what you did, David.
I can't take her to counseling twice a week.
Child Services called me looking for you, David.
I'm going to say this.
I answered the phone.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
You better start being honest with yourself.
Yes.
You better dig deep inside you and start being honest with yourself. And start being a good father. And you better forget about all this that you're trying to put these people through. I honestly, I feel sorry that this man put you through this. And you know, yesterday, when you looked at your daughter and said, that look, that look of lying, you know what? At that moment, I started feeling like, you know what? Maybe I'm feeling the wrong way. Because I could look in your eyes, I could tell you were telling the truth.
That's right.
So what do you want to tell your husband? 7 years of this that he's
7
put you
years.
through.
You know, we have been under the microscope in our city for so long because of crap that you've done. I got my kids up at 4 in the morning to get to the school bus at 5:15 in the morning. When I didn't have a car, I took the city bus. When I called you to ask you to drive them to school, you said no. You wanted to watch me suffer, and you're not even helping me raise them.
That's not true.
No, you know what the good thing is? You're on national television, and the proof now is that you're not lying.
Right.
And that he is the guy that lied. Now, I don't want to bring Kirja out because I think she's been through enough already. And what we're going to do, the show, we're going to provide her with counseling so she can get past that. And I'll tell you what, you need counseling too, and I'm offering it to you. And when we get done backstage, you could talk to our therapist because you need it too. That's wonderful, Will. That's wonderful to do.
I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, I hope this helps you.